the top right. Our prime player, very strong Protoss. He's down a game. Can he tie things up? His ID is
Quantic NaNiWa.
Well, that's actually, they changed their colors. That's NaNiWa there, but the actual red player is Creator, I promise. And at the bottom left, the actual NaNiWa. We'll see this again from the Team Quantic. I think we're just going to skip the intros now at this point. Maybe we're not. I don't know. This is Creator.
Creator Prime.
Alright, well now everyone knows. This is Creator Prime, as I said. And wearing his thermal take gear. Got his thermal take there on the back. Been a recent sponsor for Prime ever since they got sponsored by Thermal Take. In fact, they've been doing really well. NaNiWa, by the way, the other player at the bottom left, has not taken a gas. He's just now taking it very, very late. He will do a double gas with this. When you double gas, you get your gas a little bit later, so you can make them at the same time. Then you double probe, and each gas is a triple. We've seen this so many times. I don't need to explain the strategy, you guys. You guys already know. This allows you to tech much faster, but also does not sacrifice too much mining. It's a really, really cool build, and NaNiWa is the first person to do it consistently in televised matches. After he started doing it, a lot of pro Rosses have followed suit. The origin is, of course, always unknown. Both of these players have poor win rates on Daybreak. Not too significant, though, considering that both of them have less than 10 games played on this map. So the problem with map statistics is the map pools change so frequently right now that, you know, if we had Xel'Naga Caverns, for example, still in the map pool, and you had stats on that, like it would be like, oh, well, he's got like 40 wins and 22 losses. It'd be like something crazy like that, but it's just how it is. Daybreak, a newer map, and, you know, a month from now it might not even be around. I hope it is, because I think it's the best map, and it has some of the best map intros as well. I hope that someone has compiled all of the new map intro songs for this season, because some of them are awesome. I really like, it's not really my style of genre, but the intro for Antigua is one that I would definitely try to be looking up when I get home tonight. That intro was pretty sick. We do see Creator this time making the choice to go Twilight Council. This is his map choice. Tough map to go Blink on. Does this mean Blink necessarily? No. It could also be DTs. If he goes DTs and NaNiWa goes for Twilight Council tech again, then he will just lose. We will see. This is a stressful moment for both players. To go DTs when you're down a game is such a tough choice, and NaNiWa has gone for his own Twilight Council tech. No robotics tech for NaNiWa, and Creator's gas is hovering around 250. And the answer is DTs. Now, NaNiWa will, perhaps with sentries, be able to buy time at the top of his ramp, but without a robotics, sentries will literally, like I said, only buy time. He will not be able to actually hold this off. He will not be able to get a forge up in time to hold this. So this is all going to come down to whether or not NaNiWa sees this in time to react with a forge. And, well, in PvP, you very rarely, without observers, or Phoenixes get... Oh my god. Oh, this happens very rarely in PvP. Decision-making, the map awareness, the positioning, and about 40% luck comes into this game right now with DTs against DTs. And NaNiWa is making a robotics. NaNiWa is making a robotics right now, and this will allow him to potentially take this 2-0. But it all depends on how the execution is for Creator. His Dark Shrine is very far ahead. If you attack, even with the faster observer time, if you attack with multiple DTs against the Robo, you will be able to kill it before the observer comes out. 3 DTs is all it takes. NaNiWa will miss this pylon. 2 DTs coming. Needs a 3rd one if he wants to kill that Robo before the observer comes out. And NaNiWa is probably going to start the observer right now. As soon as the observer, or as soon as the Robo finishes, he will start an observer. Well, unless he makes DTs, but he's got a sentry, he will hold this. NaNiWa knows what's up. He even sees them. He holds. And that is basically GG, ladies and gentlemen, as Creator has no answer for this, and NaNiWa knows it. NaNiWa knows since he has gone DTs that he does not have a Robo most likely, unless he did the exact same build as NaNiWa. And the first DT for NaNiWa is coming out. The Observer is out. NaNiWa will lose nothing. Only the shields of his Nexus. The first DT will come in here. He does not react immediately with this Sentry, and this is going to be it. Watch the look on Creator's face as he accepts the reality of going DTs, being down a game, and what it's going to be like in Code A this season, because he will not be advancing, barring a miracle. He is making a robotics right now at his natural, but NaNiWa has this game in his hands. He is not mining from one of his Nexi. This DT is getting so many probe kills. And how many DTs has NaNiWa made? The answer to that question is 1. GG! NaNiWa raises his arms, and for the first moment today, looks happy, looks excited, and he will advance. That is it. I like that pose. I like it. Well done, Quantic NaNiWa. You will advance to the next round of Code S consistently 2 seasons in a row. The only guy who's been able to stop him so far is MVP, and Creator taking a risk going DTs against NaNiWa. That being down a game, he expected NaNiWa to go for Blink Stalker play. NaNiWa went for his own DTs, was prepared. Creator was not. He did not even have a force field ready. And I would say in that game, NaNiWa was 3 times as prepared as Creator was for any eventuality. Played the much better game. Obviously, there's a little bit of luck that comes into PvP, but NaNiWa definitely making the safer strategy choices, having the Stalkers on hold position prepared, and even having the Sentry there. He was ready for any eventuality. Creator was not. Had 1 Sentry, did not force field with it. 1 DT, that's all it took. That's what I was going to say. Yeah, Creator's desperately trying to get up the robotics, but his robotics is late. His Nexus isn't mining. Even if he got an Observer out somehow to kill the 1 DT of NaNiWa, NaNiWa might just run away with it. And there is the applause behind me. You can see it for NaNiWa, our Quantic player, our Protoss player, advancing to the round of 16. Congratulations. He's one of 2 Swedes, one of 2 foreigners in Code S. The other seed, Swede, I don't know what to call it. The other seed will go to Thorzane. That's the other second Swedish player we have. But there's another seed, of course, which is in Empire Violet. So now you guys know well, I was struggling to get out there, struggling with my words. But that wraps up today's matches. NaNiWa will advance along with Nestea. The 2 rivals actually, ironically enough, avoided playing against each other in this group. Neither of them hit each other, not even once. But they will meet each other potentially in the later stages of this tournament, as they both have advanced. So if you wanted to see that rivalry unfold, look forward to the rest of this season. Now, I've been told, I was tweeted and sent text messages to by several people of the casting Archon Tastosis. So I know that they are now here, and this means that they will be here tomorrow to cover Group C. So I know it's been a fun time broadcasting for you guys alone. I've really, really enjoyed it. But with Tastosis coming back tomorrow, it will not happen, at least not for a while, again. So look forward to them broadcasting tomorrow. Remember as well, next week we have GNN. It is going to be next Monday. It's going to be a new show where you get news updates of what happened last week and what happens the next week in the GSL. So it's going to be a ton of information about the week ahead, the week behind, who's looking strong this week, any additional news information about players, whether it's someone's birthday potentially. I don't know what sort of news we're going to bring to you guys, but if there's news, you guys will get it. So look forward to GNN next week. Now, let's take a look at today's results. I already talked about them quite significantly, but you can see how they pan out. Nestea taking first in the group, NaNiWa second, both advancing to the round of 16. Creator will be in the second round of Code A, where he will have to battle through to try to force his way into Code S. He was able to get to the 3rd round and win that to get Code S last season. But this season, he is going to have to do it again or face the up and down matches, which is a terrible place to be. The STC, on the other hand, of course, now in the 1st round of Code A, and he was knocked out by none other than his teammate. But in the end, a good day for Quantic with 1 player advancing. The STC could potentially be out of the GSL after his first Code A match. Calder and I will be covering that. And here is our matches for tomorrow. Group C. Squirtle, Thorzane, Keen, and Gumiho. I saw that Keen posted on Facebook today. He added me on Facebook friend. I saw him post in Korean today. Basically thinks he can win. So we'll see if he can actually get out of that group. Keen, arguably one of the most inconsistent pro gamers of all time. Sometimes looking dominant, sometimes looking weak. Squirtle, very strong player, obviously making it to the finals last season. And a good teammate of Parting, a strong Protoss. Gumiho, kind of the dark horse of the group. Thorzane, a fan favorite. That is how things are going to stack up tomorrow. Will be casted, of course, by Tastosis. And I will probably be bringing you guys Twitter coverage from the actual studio itself, because usually when I'm not casting Code S, I'm still in the studio, watching the matches live, talking to the players as much as I can, taking photos. So I'll probably be here as well, bringing you guys Twitter coverage. If you want to follow me on Twitter, you can do so at ProxyWolf. Make sure, more importantly, though, you follow GOMTV for all sorts of updates about the information on the matches, about what's happening with new shows like GNN, Off the Record, other programs that may be coming out in the future that you guys don't even know about, that haven't been announced yet. Look forward to that. Of course, go to Facebook, like Global GOMTV. I've been so excited to bring you guys these matches, even solo. I'll see you guys next time.
Go back a couple years. I hope time won't forget all the people I've come to know. Just to feel something more. If I could do this over, I'd make it last forever and keep